Om Sairam to all the Sai devotees.
By the immense grace of Shri Sainath Maharaj, let us all now heed to the biography of great apostle of Shri Sai Baba, Pujyashri Narasimha Swamiji, narrated in the book As the Flower Sheds Its Fragrance by DR.G.R. Vijayakumar. Chapter 10. In the beginning of 1933, Narasimha Swamiji reached Kedgaon, which is close to Ahmednagar, on the national highway connecting Pune and Ahmednagar. At Kedgaon, Sadguru Bet Narayana Maharaj was living in an ashram. Narayana Maharaj was reputed to have been favored with the grace of Lord Dattatreya in his infancy, as evidenced by the miracles he had even as a boy of 7 or 8. Narasimha Swamiji hoped to get guidance from Bet Narayana Maharaj. The power of the Datta shrine, which was established by Narayana Maharaj, was widely publicized. As Narasimha Swamiji sat in the temple, it occurred to him to put to test both Lord Dattatreya and his Upasaka, Sadguru Bet Narayana Maharaj. Narasimha Swamiji saw a number of sparrows chirping and flying about in the temple hall. He said to himself that if Lord Dattatreya and his Upasaka were really possessed of superhuman spiritual powers attributed to them, one of the sparrows should sit on Narasimha Swamiji's head. With this thought, he closed his eyes and sat in meditation. Within few minutes, Narasimha Swamiji felt something strike his head. When he opened his eyes, he saw a sparrow flying away from him after touching his head with its wing. No sparrow had touched Narasimha Swamiji before this. This compliance with his request for proof filled Narasimha Swamiji with the conviction that Lord Dattatreya installed in the shrine and Sadguru Bet Narayana Maharaj were really possessed of superhuman spiritual powers. As the only thing Narasimha Swamiji wanted was a divine personality, a perfect saint whom he could contact and who could contact and control him in circumstances favoring perfect surrender. Swamiji approached Sadguru Bet Narayana Maharaj and asked him for this favor. Since he had to make his request in the presence of many people, Narasimha Swamiji clothed his request in symbolic and figurative speech. Narasimha Swamiji said, "I am a merchant dealing in gems, but I am a very unfortunate dealer. I have come across many gems, but none of them has satisfied me so far. Each gem I get is very tiny and has dots, cracks, or other flaws. Will you please bless me so that I may get one pure, big, flawless diamond?" Sadguru Bet Narayana Maharaj, after a moment's thought, replied, "Yes, you will have your desire fulfilled." This was in the beginning of 1933. It, however, took some time for Narasimha Swamiji to get the promised invaluable diamond. Narasimha Swamiji stayed in the quiet, serene atmosphere of the Datta shrine in Kedgaon for some time. Later, Bet Narayana Maharaj came down to Bangalore in September 1945 and performed homas for 5 long days. The very next day, that is on 3rd September 1945, he attained Mahasamadhi. His devotees have erected a suitable Samadhi shrine for Bet Narayana Maharaj at a place next to Sri Gavi Gangadhareshwara temple in Gavipuram extension of Bangalore. Even when he was at Kedgaon, Narasimha Swamiji learnt about Avatar Meher Baba, a Parsi saint who was living in Meherabad, 5 km north of Ahmednagar. Meher Baba was much talked of as a perfect master who had toured round the world. Meher Baba was born in Pune in 1894 and was initiated into the spiritual path by Hasrat Baba Jan. He spread the message of universal love. After taking leave from Sadguru Bet Narayana Maharaj, Narasimha Swamiji reached Meherbad by the end of 1933. Just 20 days prior to Narasimha Swamiji reaching Meherbad, Avatar Meher Baba had taken a vow of lifelong silence. He communicated with devotees through the help of a slate. When Narasimha Swamiji sought spiritual guidance, Avatar Meher Baba wrote in Devanagari script on the slate, "I am not your Guru. Your Guru is waiting for you in the north." Meher Baba maintained the vow of silence till his Mahasamadhi in January 1969. Although disappointed at first, Narasimha Swamiji stayed for some time in Meherbad. He made an in-depth study of the life and teachings of Avatar Meher Baba. He also met several devotees directed by Upasani Maharaj of Sakori to meet Avatar Meher Baba. From them, he learnt the greatness of Upasani Maharaj and also was guided to reach Sakori. Dear Sai Bandhus, we shall now close the 10th chapter of the biography of Pujyashri Narasimha Swamiji, and the rest will be continued in the next chapter. Bow to Shri Sai. Peace be to all. Om Sairam.